So yes, we do live in a generation where people church hop a lot. But my question is church hopping a bad thing? Because pastors will tell you that church hopping is a bad thing. You won't see anything about anything to do with church hopping in the Bible. We'll hear them say those who are planted in the Lord and those who are planted. They'll use this phrase plant, but that has nothing to do with a specific building. Nothing to do with a specific building. You can be planted in the Lord and be planted in the things that the Lord has called you to and still visit different churches. And what I mean by that is you got to understand that church is the gathering of saints. Pastors have made churchgoers believe that every church is different than another church and all churches are the same. And going to church is being specifically held to one building and one pastor only. No, dude, church is literally the gathering of saints. When you gather together with your brethren or your sister in, you gather together with the saints of God, that is called church. We're literally doing church by doing that. So when you go inside a church building and you do worship and you can go to different places and be a part of different things. That does not make you unstable or double-minded or whatever lie they try to get you to believe to make you think that, oh, because you're church hopping, you're never going to be this, Dude, that has nothing to do with nothing. Church hopping is not really a thing. You're just gathering with different believers. It's good to know different believers in different areas, in different places, different ways of doing things in the body of Christ. That's what it means to be a believer. I'll let y'all in on a little secret because I pastor. The majority of pastors want you to be planted in the church so you can plant them, you can harvest them, so you can do the seeds. And what I mean is the monetary value that they gain from people being members. So I want y'all to think about gym memberships. Let's say every time you go to the gym, you go to a different gym every time. Maybe one time you pay $5 to go to the gym, and then the next time you go to a different gym, you pay $5. They're not making any money because you don't have a membership because you're going to different gyms. And so you're spreading out not only your wealth, but you're spreading out your time and your resources and all these different things, but you're going to a different gym. Those gyms will not profit. Why? Because people aren't going to the gym. There's no memberships. There's no membership opportunities. There's no platinum membership card. With churches, it's basically the same thing. If you are planted in the church, in a specific church, then guess what? Now you are a member, just like a gym membership, and that is how they make their money. Remember, church is a business. Now, this is not me downing churches, but I am saying the church hopping thing that pastors keep talking about is mainly because they want you planted in their church if you're going to plant somewhere, so you can water their vision. That's what it is. Now, I will say habitual church hopping is a little weird because, that's just strange. Why are you just going to different churches every single week? That is weird if you're habitually doing it. But if you're actively looking for a church, or if you're visiting churches every so often, maybe you go to the same church 3 weeks in a row, and then the next week you go to the next church 3 weeks in a row, and then you go back to the other church. That's completely fine. But I think, if you're going to, in 7 weeks, you're going to 7 different churches, and then the next 7, you're going to 7 more different churches. Yeah, that's a little strange. However, there's a healthy way to church hop, and that's just you going gather with different believers in just different areas, different buildings. It's not that deep.